Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Who universe here. And oh man, what a story! What an amazing return for Doctor Who. I mean, it feels it. I'm gonna say this, and I know some people are going to think this. Some people are going to disagree with this, but I feel like the whole wait that we've had between October last year to now, it was so worth it because if we didn't have had that gap, I don't think there would have been an episode like we saw tonight. I don't think we would have seen the quality we saw tonight in the Starbeast if they did not have that amount of time between the delays of the release of the episodes. I think they needed that extra time because they wanted to make it good. Well, more than good, they wanted it to be brilliant. And look at what it is. It's looking fantastic. The story looks incredible. I'm for one a very I just love the story. I love the whole Star Beast. I love how I just love every aspect of the story. I mean, there's so many great moments in the story that really kind of really just gets you back into the whole it almost feels, and to be honest, it almost feels like David Tennant never left. It really did. It almost felt like David Tennant had all. Well, even though we've had Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker, it almost felt like David Tennant never left in those times when they were on board. I mean, I don't want to criticize them because Matt Smith was good, Peter Capaldi did a great job, Jodie did the best she could, even though scripts weren't particularly great to her, but nevertheless she did have a really good time. Like I said, David Tennant's the 14 was brilliant. He really handled the this new incarnation of Dave, new incarnation of the Doctor very well with an old face and I just love how they started the episode by having the Doctor and Donna talk to us in the camera and recap some of the moments that have happened, which is also good because it'll be good for new people and especially if there's any new Doctor Who fans who have joined on board the Hooniverse tonight, then I welcome you with well, we certainly welcome you with open arms. Especially given the fact Doctor Who is such a big universe, and I definitely recommend checking out the Hooniverse on BBC iPlayer. There's so many Doctor Who episodes that you'll definitely love. Trust me, there's so many different Doctors you can check out. And David Tennant is just among the popular because of since New Who came around because he's just the best. I mean, let's be honest, David Tennant's the best. Some of the highlights in this story, obviously, the meep. I mean, I think I can imagine a lot of people, a lot of kids probably looked at the meep for the first time tonight and thought how cute it was. I know there's going to be people who are going to be saying, "Where are the plushies? When are the toys coming out?" I don't know. It's not my decision. It's Russell T Davis's decision when the Meep comes out as a toy. Hopefully soon after tonight. Please, Russell. But nevertheless, the Meep was what a character. Being all cute and cuddly at first, and then all of a sudden becoming this, that twist halfway through the story when he becomes evil and we all thought the Wrath Warriors were the bad guys, when actually they were trying to protect the Earth from the Meep because the Meep was the evil and the Wrath Warriors were actually the good. And then obviously the Meep had this technology to hypnotize people into basically going after the Wrath Warriors, which was really interesting technology. We never really got an explanation of what that technology was, but luckily Rose, Donna's daughter. No, we're not talking about Rose Tyler. We're talking about the daughter of Donna Noble. She was able to reverse the poison that the unit soldiers had, which really is really telling because it begs the question: how did she know how to reverse it? Was it because of the Time Lord energy that Donna had? She passed on to it was confirmed it passed on to Rose, obviously, because given the fact she had a daughter. So that was really cool. And it was also great that they finally corrected the mistake of Journey's End where the Doctor had to wipe Donna's memory. Luckily, they solved that problem now, meaning that basically Donna can't have her mind burned anymore, which is really nice to see that they finally solved that problem. that has been sort of been the main reason why the Doctor couldn't travel with his best friend all this time, and it's glad that they finally solved the problem. It feels great. It feels great to know that he can now rely on Donna again and not have to be shy about not seeing her, you know? Like he'd been trying to avoid her for so long, and then now he can finally see her without fear of her mind blowing up or anything, you know, which is really nice. And the fact that she did it also she allowed her daughter to be herself for the first time, which is great. So yeah, so that was really good. It was really good, and also it's nice to see Sylvia Noble and Sean Temple. Sean Temple was great. The way he was interacting with the Doctor when the Doctor said he was Neris's friend, and it's just so funny to see Sean. It was nice to see Sean Temple in a funnier role because yeah, I mean, we saw a bit of him at the end of time, but he didn't really do much in the end of times. But I feel like he was more active here than he was in the end of time, which is what made me kind of like him a bit more here than the end of time when he got married to Donna in the first place. Yeah, so that was really good. Now, another moment that got mentioned to us, well, we thought originally that Sylvia said that Wilfred died, but luckily that wasn't the case because it turned out that Wilfred is actually in care with unit soldier Kate Stewart, which is actually a good thing because we know that Kate Stewart's going to be returning near the end, in the final. Well, she's supposed to be returning in the final special. The Giggle basically opens the door for Wilfred to make a return at the end of the 60th anniversary, in the final 60th anniversary special, which is really good because it means that the 14th Doctor will have a chance to meet him hopefully at the end of the 60th anniversary series of specials, which is great. So hopefully we're going to see the reunion between the Doctor and Wilfred in the Giggle. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this means we're going to see more of Wilfred. We'll hopefully see some Wilfred action in the Giggle, which would be so lovely to see him in the Giggle should he show up. I hope he does because I mean, considering he films scenes, I like to believe he does appear in the Giggle to work with the Doctor and Donna. It'll be so lovely to see him again because man, I miss the guy, and it'll be interesting to see what he's like when we do see him because I mean they say that he wasn't allowed to live with Donna anymore because he felt ill and everything. So it'd be interesting to see how mentally he is since the end of time when he worked with the 10th Doctor. So it'd be nice to see him hopefully near the end of the Giggle. And then of course there was this little moment when the Meep was being captured by the Wrath Warrior again, because obviously the Wrath Warriors caught him. The Meep says, "Wait till I tell the boss." At the end, I have to wonder whether the Meep is in contact with the Toymaker. And the reason why I say this is because the way he says the boss makes me think it is the Toymaker because the Toymaker seems to be more of a boss than most aliens right now. So, and considering he's the main threat in the Giggle, you would come with the impression that, yeah, it is going to be the Toymaker that he's going to make contact with because he's the guy who can basically really mess up the Doctor's mind up because he has this ultra reality, this whole toy realm that he can play with the Doctor, and it's really going to mess his mind up. So yeah, I think he's going to I think the Meep's going to get in contact with the Toymaker, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the Toymaker's going to get into the Doctor's head. By the time we get to the Giggle, because I think there's going to be some very, very sinister stuff coming out of the Toymaker in the Giggle, and I'm so looking forward to seeing what that's going to look like on screen. Considering the Doctor hasn't seen the Toymaker since the first incarnation, well, since Hartnell, since he was William Hartnell. So it'll be interesting to see how deadly the Toymaker's going to be towards this incarnation of the Doctor, knowing that he's been through many regenerations since the Toymaker's last battle with him. So It's going to be interesting. So yeah, so could that be a possible tease to the toy maker, and the fact that the Meep possibly has contact with the toy maker? Possibly, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see on this one. Another huge moment in the story was the fact that, well, we got to see the new TARDIS console room, which I have to show this image here because it looks so beautiful. TARDIS design we have got, and the TARDIS design that the 14th Doctor's got is so good. I am literally lost for words with how good this TARDIS looks. It looks so good. I'm so glad they waited to the Star Beast to reveal the TARDIS. I'm so glad about it, and it looks so good. I honestly truly believe we are going to see play sets of this TARDIS very soon. I can't imagine them not wanting to release a play set with this TARDIS. I'm very confident we will see this new TARDIS interior get a 100% official figure release for from Character Options. I'm very confident to believe that they will release it as an action figure because it definitely looks very, very impressive. I'm really very, very impressed with what I'm seeing with these images. They look so good. I mean, I'm kind of lost for words with this TARDIS design. This TARDIS design just looks too good to be true. It really does. Oh man, it also gives me that sort of like classic series vibes with the console room. It kind of looks very similar in design, but slightly more modernized, if that makes sense from its design values. It just looks so good. I for one am very, very excited about this new TARDIS console room, and it's man, I have a good feeling we're going to be in for some. And also, you'll notice there's some ramps in this TARDIS console room, which can only mean one thing, obviously, with the ramps. It basically means it's wheelchair accessibility, which is what is interesting because that's what the rumors said at the time, that it's wheelchair accessibility. So the rumors were true. It does have a ramp. So that means Wilford can join the TARDIS now. Big win from Russell. But honestly, it looks so good. It looks such an amazing console room. And oh man, I can't wait to see more of this TARDIS. I really do hope Shooty keeps this TARDIS. I really do. I have a feeling he probably will. I think he's going to keep this TARDIS. I can't imagine him getting rid of it after this. I hope he doesn't. I've got my fingers crossed that Shooty will not get rid of this TARDIS because this TARDIS looks so good. It's so good that I don't want it to go. I literally do not want this TARDIS to be replaced when Shooty comes on board. Please don't get rid of it, Shooty. Yeah, and also another cool feature with this TARDIS is that it has a coffee machine. Like the first time ever the Doctor can make coffee and tea. Honestly, that is amazing. Like a TARDIS that can make coffee and tea. Who would ever thought that would be a thing in the TARDIS now? That is so good. But yeah, it's really beautiful TARDIS console room, and I really do hope that we'll see more of it during the next two specials. I'm hoping we will, and I'm hoping we'll see more of it when Shooty comes on board during Christmas. Hopefully, we'll get an opportunity to see. I would imagine there's probably going to be some minor upgrades by Christmas because I think Shooty will probably add some little bits in there just to make it more lively, which I wouldn't be surprised if he does that because, usually at Christmas, they kind of add a few things to it, really spice it up a little bit. So you never know. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of this TARDIS console room with some more really cool gadgets get revealed over time, which I think will be really nice. So you never know. Maybe there's a possibility for that down the road. Nevertheless, I just love this story. It was such a great comeback for Doctor Who after the many months we have waited for Doctor Who to return. It felt so great to see the Doctor back and see David Tennant back as the Doctor and have this all new console room and the fact that he's got Donna back now, which makes me very, very happy to see, to see the Doctor with his friend Donna again. It's really, really nice. So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm very, very happy to hear to see that the Doctor and Donna. But of course, at the end of the episode, we did get a very unfortunate cliffhanger where the doctor where Donna spills coffee on the TARDIS and it goes all crazy and says it can travel anywhere now. I wonder, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the TARDIS reacts. So we basically now know the reason why the TARDIS ran away was because of the coffee. So yeah, something to keep in mind in the future, Donna. Don't throw coffee in the TARDIS machine. In a time machine. Don't do it because you'll regret it. Honestly, it's just so funny that she did that. But yeah, what a story. What a great introduction to the 60th anniversary. I'm very, very excited about what the rest of the series is going to bring. I think we're going to be in for some really, really cool moments over these next few weeks. I think we're going to see some very cool things from especially for the next story, because obviously the next stories are very mysterious and we don't really know. Like I said, we don't really know what to expect from Wild Blue Yonder, so it's going to be a bit of a it's going to be one of those secretive stories because I mean Russell T Davies already stated that he wanted this story to be a secret, so of course he's going to want to keep some things hidden from this story. So yeah, kind of interested to see what Wild Blue Yonder's going to entail and what this story's going to mean for the Doctor and Donna in terms of the fact that this is their first proper adventure since she's got her memory back. So yeah, let me know what you think is going to happen in Wild Blue Yonder in the comment section below. What you reckon we're going to see happen to the Doctor and Donna next week? Because I'm thinking Wild Blue Yonder is going to be one of those episodes that's really going to take us by surprise next week. Something tells me this next story is going to take us by surprise, and it's going to hit us where it hurts. I mean, I'm just saying that because it just makes sense. It would. So I shall be interested to see what surprises awaits us in the Wild Blue Yonder next week. We only got another 7 days to wait, or under 7 days now. But anyway, either way, I love the story. I love Star Beast, and I'll certainly be rewatching it this week for sure because I love it. It's such a good story. And the best thing is I can watch it in Ultra HD. So I'm certainly going to be doing a lot of rewatching of that story this week. I know that. Because I just love the atmosphere of the story. It's so good. Yeah. That's basically all I've got to say really about Star Beast, and I would love to hear what everyone else thinks of the story in the comment section below. And yeah, get ready for Wild Blue Yonder. It's right around the corner. It's only 7 more days until we see what awaits the Doctor and Donna on a very mysterious spaceship that is going to be their next destination for Doctor Who. So things are going to get scary from here, and they did say it was going to be weird next week. So get ready. See you then.